friend Craig Kimbrell signed with the Cubs for I think it was 3 years. He's got a no full no trade clause in 2019. He's got a semi trade clause in 2020, which is he can't get traded to 18. So I was thinking, hey, maybe we can bring Kimbrell back. You know, give the Cubs some prospects, and Mike Soroka's getting taken out after 8 innings after he gives up a leadoff walk to Curtis Granderson. He's had one of the uh, he tied his career high for 8 innings, and that's very very good. So you know um, so I when I go to these Braves games, I'm always expecting to see good outings, good offense work. And there was a game last year that I went to where it was the beginning of the season. I believe it was like the fourth or fifth game, but we were playing against the Nationals, and it was actually the season finale against the Nationals, or the first series finale against the Nationals during spring break. And I was actually walking to the stadium when Preston Tucker hit that 3-run homer off of Max Scherzer in the first inning. And that's what got the offense going. It's games like those where I'm excited to go and watch, and I'm excited to be a Braves fan, with all the other Braves fans, and it's a great atmosphere to be at those games and to be around the people that I love, and it's fun. So we are going to talk about this. So let's go back to Braves baseball for a second. So we're going to talk about this Braves bullpen. This Braves bullpen it's had games where they've been really good and games where they've just been straight up awful, like the beginning of the series. But I feel like this bullpen has improved from last season. And they've had times where they've been the best bullpen in the NL East, and there's times where they've been the worst, and it's one of you never know what you're gonna get every game. Sometimes Snicker will bring out Luke Jackson, and sometimes Luke Jackson will blow a save, bring out Jacob Webb, and Webb will give up 3 runs, or he'll bring out Tomlin. Tom will go 2 innings. You never know what to expect from this Braves bullpen. They always keep you on your toes, and sometimes it's a bad thing, sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes I'm like, man, we need to lead by 10 runs before we go to this bullpen, because they're always giving up runs. I know that's kind of negative a little bit, but I'm not the only one that thinks that. Sometimes I'm negative. Sometimes there's days where I hate the Braves and I don't want to watch them. But that's all a part of being a fan of a sports team. Sometimes sports team will suck and you'll be all mad about it, and then you'll come back the next day and you'll be like, okay, let's bounce back from that previous game. We can do it, and it's fun, especially in baseball. So let's talk about these All-Star votes. Be sure to vote for the All-Stars. Send Dansby to his All-Star game. Send Acuna to his first All-Star game. Send Freeman to his next All-Star game. Go make sure you go vote 5 times a day. Go vote Freeman, Ozzie, Donaldson, I guess, Riley. Put him in as a write-in vote. Get Dansby. Get all of our position players deserve a shot in the All-Star game. They've all produced so well, especially Culberson and Joyce coming off the bench and producing in times where we needed it the most. And if we could vote for pitchers to go to the All-Star game, we definitely have a big say. Like Mike Soroka. If we could vote for pitchers, a lot of guys would be voting for Mike Soroka. And, you know, but I think it's kind of good that MLB picks the pitchers for us because, you know, with the voting, people get in by popular vote. So if MLB let us vote for pitchers, then I feel like pitchers that are not deserving of an All-Star game spot will go into the All-Star game and get everybody mad. But I also like how they're doing it differently this year. I think so. For All-Star voting, there's going to be 2 rounds. The first round is going to be like normal, like how they always do it. And the second round is going to be, I think, like the top 3 vote getters from each position, and they'll vote for the guy who should start the All-Star game. You know, that's kind of a unique way to do it, because if like Freeman, Votto, and Rizzo all get voted in, they all have a shot at being the top vote getter. You know, sometimes people think that Freeman should start, others think that Rizzo should start, others think that Votto should start, and you know, it's all based on our opinions. And sometimes I wish that people got to the All-Star game based on how well they produce. And, you know, people get robbed of All-Star game spots all the time. And, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, you just gotta deal with that. And, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, now the Marlins are trying to make a comeback here. They scored a run, but, you know, so I know I've been bouncing back and forth, but I'm nervous and I ramble a lot when I get nervous. But we're gonna go back to Dallas Keuchel here. Now Dallas has spent his whole career with the Houston Astros. You know, his career, he's pitched 192 games. He's 76 and 63. He's got a 3.66 ERA. He's got 1,189.1 innings pitched. He's got 945 strikeouts, and he's got a 1.25 WHIP, which is walks and hits per innings pitched. But last season he wasn't that good, but he wasn't bad either. He went 12 for 11 with a 3.74 ERA, with 204.2 innings pitched, 153 strikeouts, and a 1.31 WHIP in 34 games. And you know, I don't think he's pitched against NL guys back when Houston was in the NL back in 2012, but I'm not sure about 2013 through 2018 how many NL teams he's faced. But you know, let's look. So his advanced career stats, he's got 116 career quality starts. He's given up 212 doubles, 13 triples. He's gotten 145 guys to ground into double plays. He's got 44 wild pitches, no balks, which is crazy. He's allowed 30 stolen bases, and he's caught 13 guys stealing. He has a strike percentage of 62.6. He's got a win percentage. He's got a career win percentage of 547. Runs 4.97 of runs scored per 9 innings. And then the batting average on balls in play is 295. The on base percentage is 307. Slugging is 1.091. OPS is 1.398. And I'm not going to bore you with these stats, but he's had he's one of the, I guess, most, in my opinion, he's one of the underrated guys. He's not talked about a lot. But, let's check out his batting stats just for the fun of it. So he's got 37 career at-bats. He's scored 2 runs. He's gotten 3 hits. He's gotten 1 RBI. He's walked twice. He's struck out 22 times. He's got a career average of .81. A career on-base percentage of .125 and a career slugging of .81. His on base percentage plus slugging is 206, and he's got an 850 ground out to air out or pop out rate. And the Braves just won 7-1, and I believe they're a game and a half back. Mike Soroka is now in second place for ERA with a 1.38, behind Hyunjin Ryu and ahead of Jake Odorizzi. You know, this, yeah, it's crazy. So let's talk about more about potential guys we can acquire at the deadline. So the first guy I want to talk about is Aaron Bummer of the Chicago White Sox. Aaron Bummer in 14 games has a 0-0 win-to-loss record. He's got a whopping ERA of .53 in 17 innings pitched. He struck out 16 guys and has a whip of .59. His MLB career stats, which is like 3 years. So he's been in the majors for 3 years, and he's got a career of one. He's got 1 win and 4 losses in his career. He's got a 3.44 ERA in 81 games. He's gotten 12 holds, 0 saves, and 2 save opportunities. He's pitched 70.2 innings pitched, given up 32 runs, 27 of them being earned on 59 hits. He's given up 5 home runs, and he's hit 3 guys, 1 in each season. And he's walked 29. He's struck out 68, and the opponent's average is .225, and the whip is 1.25. He'd be a huge impact on this struggling bullpen, because he'd be able to, I guess, be an influence on some more younger guys too. With his 3 years of experience. Another guy we could also add is Will Smith of the San Francisco Giants. Will Smith has so far this season in 23 games, he's got a 1-0 win-loss record with a 2.38 ERA in 22.2 innings pitched. He struck out 32 guys and has a whip of .71. In his career, however, he is 21-22 with a 3.6 ERA in 368 innings pitched with 430 strikeouts and a 1.25 whip. So in his last 30 games, I've just said those stats because he's only pitched in 23 games, but so the pitch type he uses the most in 2019 is the 4-seam fastball. It's got an average speed of 92.8, an average spin rate of 2,002 rotations per minute, and then the average exit velocity is 88 miles per hour. He'd also be a good presence to have in this bullpen. And then one of the other guys I want to talk about is potentially getting Mike Minor. Mike Minor, we had him back in 2010. We had him until 2014. But this season for Texas, he's got a 5-4 record with a 2.55 ERA. An 81.1 innings pitched with 87 strikeouts and a 1.22 whip. In his career, he's got a 61-54 win-loss record with a 3.86 ERA in 968.2 innings pitched with 873 strikeouts and a 1.22 whip. So his average pitch type is a 4-seam fastball. It's got an average speed of 92.8 miles per hour, average spin rate of 2,651 rotations per minute, and an average exit velocity at 86.8 miles per hour.